It's the most amount of money we will have ever spent to stay at a campsite, ever. Oh no.
Oh no. We are actually too big for the campsite.
I mean, I've got to shake off this, because I know how much this costs. And I've got to work out why.
Welcome back to the channel. We're Janine and Liam Day, a married couple who are attempting, despite all the challenges we are facing, to live and travel full-time in our converted removals truck campervan in the UK. We are currently doing an almost full circular route of mainland Britain, starting and ending in Kent. Last week we continued our journey through Cornwall, where the tide stopped us from reaching an epic castle. We also visited the 7th best beach in the world, which happened to be a nudist beach, and finally made it around Land's End to North Cornwall. This week we head further along the Cornish coast, staying at potentially Cornwall's most expensive campsite, and we go to Liam's favourite beach in Cornwall. It's going to be a hot one, so please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and let's see what adventures we go on this week in Morgan, our removals van.
Good morning and welcome back to the channel from Perranporth. This is Perranporth. We have got another amazing beach park up here, right on top of the cliff overlooking this beautiful beach. Perranporth really is an awesome place. We've been here just for one evening and I could stay here for a lot longer. It's such a good sort of surfy place. It's quite touristy in the daytime and there's a lot of tourists here, but the beach is so vast and big that you can find spots along it. So yeah, we're going to wake up, we're going to get moving, we're going to go into the town. I'm going to show you the town and the beach very quickly, and then we're going to move on and we're going to head towards Newquay. So that should be interesting. Let's get this day moving.
Without wasting any time at all, we headed to town to grab a bite to eat. Perranporth is a beautiful little beach town, very popular for surfing and beachgoers. The vibe of the place is great, with shops, surf hire, cafes and restaurants. We headed off for a bite to eat in a cute cafe called Sprout. Liam got their dal and couldn't resist their raw trillionaire slice. Both were incredible. We headed off to check out the beach.
So this is Perranporth Beach. We're on the south side of it. The south side of it is the south side of Perranporth Beach is really touristy.
Quick.
The south side is really touristy. The north side, it's much more desolate. There is a Haven holiday park on the north side of the beach, and it's £5 to park there all day, even if you're not staying there, which is really good. We did that yesterday, and I did some surfing and stuff in the water. It's a very good surf beach all the way down it. It gets a bit, at either end, it gets a little bit more sort of, the waves get better. The beach gets split off into two during the daytime. So you've got the south bit and then the north bit by the high tide. And this south bit here is absolutely chocker full of tourists pretty much for the whole day. It's like as bad as Benidorm sort of thing. It's ridiculous, but still good vibes and stuff, and lots of surfing and bodyboarding and stuff going on. There's a beach bar over there, which is, fun fact for you, is the biggest beach bar in the whole of the UK. It's called the Watering Hole, and they do a banging vegan fish and chips. And yeah, and on the far end of it there's a nudist beach, which we've not seen yet, but it's right down the far end along a 3-mile stretch of beach. So that's Perranporth, and it's awesome.
Perranporth done, we decided to head back to the van to continue our journey north. Okay, so we are finally making our way out of Perranporth. We are now heading up the coast to Newquay. We've both been to Newquay before, but we're going to go to some beaches that we have never been to before. So we've both been to Fistral Beach and absolutely love it, but we're going to try and explore some other beaches today, so off we go.
Okay, so the first place we're going to is Hollywell Bay. Janine and I have never been there before. It comes very highly recommended by a lot of subscribers, so we're going to go and check it out, and then we're going to probably pass through the Newquay area because it's very busy and very difficult to park from what I remember. But tonight we're booked into a campsite. It's our second campsite in the whole time we've been in Morgan, and our second campsite in the whole time this year, and it costs a fortune to stay there. It's the most amount of money we will have ever spent to stay at a campsite ever. And it's on the other side of Newquay on a beach we've never been to before, and it's going to be very interesting to see why it costs so much money and if it's worth it. So let's go to Holywell Bay first and then check out that place afterwards. That's definitely the best reaction we've had to our van ever.
It's a great old van.
Oh,
anyway, are you members of the National Trust?
We are.
Fantastic. If you could scan your card at the machine. Oh, you've got a temporary one.
We've got a temporary
Marvellous.
one, yeah.
No, that's absolutely fine. So, as you're rather enormous, if you wouldn't mind parking at the back of the field, that would be marvellous.
Of course. What's your name?
My name is Laura.
Laura, you're amazing. Thank you so much. You put a smile on our face this morning.
Well, I'm glad I put a smile on someone's face.
You did. Thank you very much.
Okay, off at the top.
Cheers,
Thanks.
thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh, it's such a good. That's the best reaction I think we've had to Morgan ever. What a nice lady.
We parked up and made our way to the beach. Wow, this beach is absolutely gorgeous. There's like rocks everywhere. There's even some rocks sticking out of the sea, right in the middle of the sea, which make it look really dramatic. The sea is a gorgeous deep blue colour, and the waves, apparently they're too messy for surfing, but I mean, I don't know, I don't surf. But yeah, it's just really pretty. There's lots of people here today, just chilling out, enjoying themselves, and there's a few people out surfing. But are you going out?
No, it's probably. I went out yesterday and had a good time. It's probably a bit too messy today. It's too much of that crosswind coming over.
Yeah.
It's quite exposed and what have you. But yeah, that island out there is called Gull Island apparently.
Oh wow.
It looks like a gull. It looks incredible. Like absolutely, I can live with that.
It looks dramatic.
Yeah. You see all the guano all over it.
Okay, so we're leaving this beach now, and we are heading to, we're going to go through Newquay. We're presuming Newquay's going to be quite busy today because it's another lovely day, and we're going to go straight through to our campsite where we're hoping we can check in. We made our way through Newquay to our campsite and stumbling across our first problem.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, how the hell are we? Well, that's ridiculous.
Oh my god. We've just come across a major.
Are you going over there? I'd speak to them. Okay, well, Liam is just
Bootlegging it.
We are actually too big for the campsite, but we've booked in, so I don't know.
They didn't say, are you 3.3 metres or below? Did they, on the way in?
No.
That is a problem. I just impulsively just drove straight across a bank to make sure that we didn't have to face that sort of stuff, and they're not coming out. Oh, why didn't they say on the phone that you've got to be 3.3 metres or below? Hopefully we're through now, and that's just it. Should we go and see what the crack is?
Yeah.
I've got sway, I've got swagger. All in the open, no cloak and dagger, bow tie and crocodile shoes, dressed to the nines.
Phew!
All good.
She said, well, what you want to do is next time take one of the posts out so it's a bit easier to hop over the curb. What a legend! Oh. I said, so we're all right coming in. She was like, oh yeah, you're fine, yeah. Happy days. So, hurdle 1. I should think so too for bloody 50 quid a night.
Oh, salesman, that's me, yeah.
Honestly, I'm not keen on campsites. I don't know if it's like a feeling or a vibe or something like that. I just get the feeling of someone telling me off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not keen on them. I think you've got to get used to them, haven't you?
Yeah,
I think that's
definitely.
how it works. You've got to get used to them. But everything stacks up on top of each other and what have you, and then you can easily piss someone off, and that's what we don't like doing. I've got to shake off this because I know how much this costs, and I've got to work out why in my head straight away. But we've paid for it now, so we enjoy it. But yeah, should we have a little walk around and see what the crack is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so if you want to know, this campsite cost us £50 without electric. So yeah, that's how much it cost us to stay here. We're gonna go for a bit of a wander and try and find out why it costs so much, because in our opinion that's quite a bit. I think it's the most expensive campsite we've ever stayed on, so yeah, we're just gonna have a wander and see what the crack is.
We're just having a walk around. It's one of those holiday parks where it's sort of like a grid and everybody's just sort of piled up against next to each other. So far I don't see any reason why it's £50 a night, but this is coming from two people who wild camp every single day of the year, every single night of the year, so we're going to find it difficult, we're going to find it strange, but we're going to go and look and see what the facilities are like anyway.
Porth Beach Holiday Park is situated only 20 minutes walk away from Newquay, offering camping holidays exclusively for families and couples. The facilities were nice with a laundry room, washing machines, dryers and an iron. The toilets were clean, as were the showers. The whole site has one large block of facilities which I thought were pretty nice. Okay, so the toilets and that sort of section and the laundry section, it's actually really nice. The showers are the ones that you sort of press. I'm not sure how long they last, probably like a minute or so. But the fact that they've got plugs instead of those crazy hairdryers that make your hair go nuts, or my hair go nuts anyway. So that's a plus point for me. But still, 50 quid.
It's a lot of money, and I'm not seeing the return on it. Are you?
Not yet, no. But we haven't experienced it yet, so
it needs to, in my opinion, there needs to be a big party or something happening tonight. It's full of with a free bar or something like that. But there needs to be something that jumps out and say this is why it costs so much money. And I can't see it at all. Okay, so that's the campsite tour done. It's all right. I just don't think it's worth 50 quid, but maybe that's how much campsites cost, especially in Cornwall. I don't know. It's not even a weekend day, so I'm a bit shocked by that. Either way, we needed to be somewhere with good reception, stability. We can get some laundry done as well, which is going to be really good. And also, this campsite is called Porth Beach Holiday Park. So there is a beach nearby apparently, so we're going to go check it out now and see what that's like.
Tell me, babe, where are you going? Prairie wind goes on blowing.
oh, this is a gorgeous beach. It's massive.
Literally, beach there, road, beach. It is actually, the location is actually quite special. Something that I thought it might be close to the beach. I didn't expect it to be that close to the beach. It's pretty much on the beach. It's one of those campsites. It seems like to me they've upped the price because of that. You're paying a premium because you're on the beach. They don't really have to offer too much more because the location's so good. Give a full review by the end of it when we leave. But so far, actually, I'm getting this. I'm getting the vibe. I'm going to take every opportunity I can to use the beach whilst being here, whilst having the van parked up over there, and to be here overnight should be pretty good as well. Another massive plus point about this is we've got parking for the day, which means that we're going to go walking into Newquay now. We're going to go and attempt to walk into Newquay, and we don't have to worry about parking. When we was in Freda last year, when we went to Newquay, we almost got stuck in a car park and we couldn't leave because it was so tight, and obviously don't want to be going through that again. So Janine wouldn't mind having a look at some of the shops, as she does, a few surf shops, and maybe get some food and then come back and enjoy the beach in a bit.
So off we went to walk into Newquay to find some shops. We didn't quite make it into Newquay before seeing a cute little cafe which caught our eye on the way by. So we nipped in for a quick Cornish cream tea and a sandwich. Both were delicious. We sat and ate it before leaving to head back to the van. Afternoon tea done, that was so good. And we're heading back to the van now because we have got to prepare. We've got a live to do later, and we're going to prepare for that. We're also going to do our washing, which is one of the other reasons why we wanted to come and stay at a campsite, so we can do our washing. So yeah, back to the van. So off we went back to the van via a really nice clothes shop on the way.
It's sort of nice to be able to have the side door open, and isn't it?
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm going to go for a shower.
I know.
It's not going to use up the last of our water, and I'm going to sit outside on our camping chairs, and yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Like, there are some pros to having to being in a campsite. You don't have to worry about anything. Not that we worry, but you don't have to think about anything too much. Where do we put the chairs? Are they in that? Under the sofa?
They're in there.
Do you reckon you're going to be sitting on your camping chair at any point? Oh, we might even do the live out there.
Yeah, maybe.
A little fire as well.
You think they'd allow it?
That'll be the first
First
telling off of the day, yeah.
While Liam is setting up the camping chairs, I'm going to go for a shower and really enjoy being able to go in the shower and not worry too much about water. And I get to dry my hair as well on using the plug point. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going to do that now. So off I went, making the most of the facilities while I can before we begin our live stream. I headed back to the van only to come across a problem with our live stream plan. So what's going on?
Well, they said you've got to pay for Wi-Fi.
Are you serious?
On top of it, yeah. I went, you're going to pay for Wi-Fi on top of the £50? And they're like, yeah. And they were like, and I wouldn't recommend streaming on it if I was you.
Oh
like, because she said, because the more people using it, but they say that. I mean, my 4G's not too bad here. It's not amazing, but it's not too bad. But everything that we came here for,
it's just gone to
yeah. But anyway, so we'll give it a go and see what happens.
Hair done, washing done. I have been in the van for a couple of hours now working, and we are going live in about half an hour. But we've suddenly had like a little bit of a disaster. And our internet isn't strong enough, so we came to this campsite to use their Wi-Fi, and their Wi-Fi isn't strong enough to live stream, so we're panicking a little bit and we're not sure what to do. We're thinking about going down to the beach and trying there to see if we can find a bit of signal and just do it from our laptops out on the beach. So yeah, we're panicking, and if the live stream doesn't go out, at least now you guys know why.
Okay guys, well that was a bit of a disaster of an evening. We did try with the YouTube live, but unfortunately the signal let us down. We did come to a campsite for the live as well, specifically, and spent all the money that we spent on it. But we did get laundry out of it. We got a good half an hour of live out. It might have been a bit fuzzy and furry and interrupted and stuff, but still, that's the joys of living on the road. And yeah, tomorrow's going to be an exciting day. We're going to go to bed now. It's dark. It's starting to get darker a little bit earlier every day. Tomorrow is a new day, and we're going to be going north in Cornwall. We've got a few exciting locations to come up, and we've got a really, really hectic schedule. We'll tell you more about it tomorrow.
We finished the evening with a cup of tea before hitting the sack.
Night is young, it doesn't matter what we do. There ain't nobody like, there ain't nobody like. You look so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you.
Good morning. This is what morning looks like on Porth Beach campsite. It's a very, very, very peaceful sleep here. We are going to be moving on soon. There's a 10 o'clock checkout, but we're going to be gone way before that. It's a really nice day. The wind's picking up a bit. It's Cornwall, but it's going to be a warm day today. And I was just saying to Janine this morning when I woke up, what I really like about this campsite. I don't like that it costs 50 quid per night. Even people we've been speaking to have said it's really expensive for what it is. But what I do like is the location is incredible. We've been to and fro that beach quite a bit, and that's just, you really, really pay for the location. It's only got one set of toilets and showers on site, so it's, you know, it's not the most well equipped one. It's got a laundry thing, and there isn't any shops about, like proper shops where you can get groceries and stuff. So there's things working against it, but the things I like about it is obviously the location. It's quiet, so if you want to have a quiet holiday when you, around the Newquay area, where you can access all the Newquay beaches like Fistral and what have you, this is a really, really good location. And also, The people on this site are absolutely fantastic. Like the people that have come over and said hello to us, people that follow the channel obviously come over and said hello, but the people, strangers, I've met so many of them, and it's just so nice. And it's one of those things you get with a campsite where you wake up in the morning and you get to know people around you and stuff. So as much as I'm a bit sort of ambivalent about campsites, it's just because we don't use them very often, but they are very nice. There's loads of pros to it, but 50 quid, ouch, still. Anyway, let's go see what Janine's up to. Hey, what are you up to?
Morning.
Good morning. What's happening?
I'm just charging my batteries and stuff, but I'm ready to go.
Cool, where are we off to first?
I have no idea.
I think the first places we're going to go to is Harlyn Bay.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, I'm up for going to the beach now.
Cool, let's go. Let's fasten the cupboards and let's get out of here.
Cool.
I've been seeking for the glory. Say my name. And I've been trying to write my own story in the search for fame. I'm sitting here in this empty room. Walls keep tumbling down, down. 'Cause I ain't got nobody. I always feel so lonely when the day is through. I'm in the...
Wow. This beach, oh my god. This beach is absolutely beautiful. It's huge. It's absolutely massive. And the sea is really rough today. It's just like the waves are crashing in. I can't see any surfers out there at the moment, but what I can see behind me is like a surf hire place, and there's a few people grabbing some boards now. We are quite early, but it's really windy today, but the sun's out and it's really nice.
It's just bloody beautiful, isn't it? It's usually it's a pretty good swimming beach, we believe. Obviously there's surf as well, but it's once again it's not a good day for surfing today. There's a proper wind coming in, and it's making all it very choppy out there. So unfortunately it's just swimming today, but which I intend to be doing. What are you going to do today, Janine?
I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
I think we're going to find a nice spot to have a look at the beautiful bay, have a walk on the beach, have a coffee. What do you reckon? All that shit. Right.
And that's exactly what we did. Harlyn Bay has a lovely little outside cafe overlooking the beach. We found a picture of Frida on the wall, then grabbed a coffee and chilled in the sun. Although the sun was out, it was pretty windy, so we drank our coffees and decided to move on.
Harlyn Bay, you do not disappoint. It's absolutely beautiful. Tad windy today, but yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it? So we're off to Padstow's not far away, so we've just decided that we're going to go and have a look at Padstow for a bit of a wander and a bit of food potentially, and then after that we're going to go off to my favourite beach in North Cornwall. It really is my favourite. I don't know if it's still going to be my favourite after we visit for another time, but it's just awesome. I can't wait to show you.
Got used to spending all my nights alone. I don't like waiting by the telephone. I like to go out dancing on my own. I like to see
We parked up and headed into Padstow. Padstow is a small harbour fishing town on the north coast of Cornwall. It's famous, of course, for being the home of the celebrity chef Rick Stein. For us, it's got a very similar feel to St Ives, but perhaps on a smaller scale. The town consists of cafes, restaurants and shops, mainly surf shops. It even has an all-year-round Christmas shop. We walked around the beautiful lanes, tried some new vegan fudge from Buttermilk, then went for breakfast before heading back to the van.
We need to go past the supermarket on the way, get some supplies for dinner, and let's go to the best beach in the world, in my opinion. One of the best beaches in the world. Definitely one of the best beaches in Cornwall for surfing and what have you.
So off we went, making a quick stop off to Tesco's for some supplies. Okay, food shop done. We're going to have a really nice healthy meal tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. But now we're going to Polzeath. We headed off, making our way to Liam's favourite beach town.
This is what life is all about. This is dying and going to heaven, this place. I don't know what it is, it's just got something that I absolutely love about it. Awesome.
I've got to admit, it is looking really pretty today. Even if the waves are messy, it makes it look really nice. And there's loads of surfers out there, absolutely. There's like, I'd say there was hundreds of surfers out there. Absolutely loads. You've got the beginners right at the front. You've got some a little bit further back, but then you've got the more sort of daring ones or the more experienced ones right at the very back. Yeah, this is awesome.
So we're going to show you why Polzeath is so awesome. Apart from this, they've got the tiniest little surf town, and it's just, in my opinion, just the right size for everything that you need and everything to have fun. But this is the main part of it. It's just an amazing surf beach, except that ironically the surf's not very good today.
We headed down to check out Polzeath town. Polzeath is a beautiful little laid-back beach town with a huge beach ideal for surfing. The town itself has real surf vibes going on, packed with board hire shops and surf lessons on offer. There are beach shops, surf fashion, cafes and food stalls. There is a campsite right on top of the cliff which we reviewed last year. Today the beach is busy, it's windy and the surf isn't ideal. Okay, so we're back at the van now. Man, it is a windy day. Yeah, so Liam's going to go out on his bodyboard. He's going to do that now, and I'm going to go back in the van and make myself a cup of tea and just get a break from this wind for a little bit, because the wind absolutely does my head in, if I'm completely honest with you. Stop it!
Sorry, I didn't mean to do it. Oh. Bloody windy.
I was just saying, oh for God's sake.
What is that?
Oh my God.
Okay, yeah.
All done?
Yeah, all done. I've got it on the system.
You're going to do it?
I'm going to go in. It's just going to be a bit of a splash about because it's not really ideal surf conditions. I'm not a pro, and even the guys right at the very back of the surf are not catching much at all. I know I probably wouldn't go so far back. So it's bodyboard time, really. Bodyboard territory. No, the lifeguard's going out. I wonder what's going on. I wonder what they're up to.
Oh, bigger than the sky. Oh, can you hear it?
So this is my, I'm going to introduce my board. I should give it a name because I'm so proud of it. This is a really old-fashioned bodyboard from back in the day, just made out of ply, from a local company in Cornwall called Dick Pearson Friends. And you don't see many of these in the ocean, but there should be because they're a hell of a lot of fun. They're like, they're just a lot of fun to catch waves. It's a little bit trickier and stuff, but when you do catch a wave, you fly on it. It's incredible. But the reason why they're making a slight resurgence, or I'm promoting them a lot as well, is because the foam bodyboards break really easily, and they're of course made of foam. The foam breaks and all the plastic goes into the ocean. So these are just wood, and this will just break in two when it breaks. I've got to wax it actually, or oil it or something. But yeah, so much fun. And this is what I'm using today because it's not very good surf conditions, but I should be able to get some use out of this.
Good one.
I'll go do this and I'll come back and make you some food.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Let me have my fun for now, and then I'll come back and do that. See you later on.
Right, see ya.
I see oceans inside your eyes. I see oceans. I see
That was awesome. Got the wetsuit drying outside on the wing mirror. It was like a washing machine. Oh, what's that? It was like a washing machine in there. It was ridiculous, but so much fun. So as you may or may not know, tomorrow we've got a festival in Leicestershire, which is in the Midlands, and we are down in Cornwall. It's about between a 4 and 5 hour drive away with no traffic. That's tomorrow morning. So we were gonna actually, we were undecided about what we were gonna do. I was about to cook some food here, just looked at the time, and it's almost 6 o'clock in the evening. So what we've actually decided to do is, rather than wildcam round here and go tomorrow morning, is go closer to my mum's house, is close to the festival. We're gonna crash there for the night, and then get up early in the morning and go to the festival. I think that's potentially the best thing to do. So we're actually gonna grab some food on the go now, and yeah. So that's what we'll do. The food will save to for a couple of days, and yeah. So we're gonna have to leave Cornwall, which is a really, really upsetting thing. But we want you to know that we are gonna come back. We're going up to this festival, and then we're staying there for the weekend, and then after the weekend we're coming back down to Cornwall, and we're going to squeeze as much as we possibly can in to the week before the kids break up from school. And then when the kids break up from school, as you already know, we're going to leave. So it's going to be a bit of a hectic couple of weeks, but we're not done with Cornwall yet. But for now, we're leaving. So I hate to say it, sweetheart, but we've got to go.
No, oh, what a disaster. I thought we had ages. Like, I thought you were going to come back and cook and we were going to sit on the beach and stuff, but yeah, I'm really gutted, but it is late, so we do need to go. Yeah,
it's good. If we leave now, we're arriving at 10, 11 o'clock in the evening.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I'm so gutted.
I was in the sea 15 minutes ago.
Where does the time go? I feel like I've just woken up.
You have.
After a sudden change of plans, we hopped into the front seats and made our journey to Warwick to crash for the evening before the festival. I took the opportunity to dry and straighten my hair. Then we made our journey to Leicestershire to go to a festival called Vegan Campout and party in a field with another 15,000 partygoers. And we were very excited. The lineup for the music, talks and health and well-being was exciting, but the lineup for the food was insane, with 60 vendors of some of the best vegan food in the country. We parked up and the vibe was already very exciting. We're here! And we arrived, we've parked up here in this spot here. And it's really nice, there's a nice gap between each vehicle, but we parked up literally right in front of some people that we know that we met last year, and that's really cool because we love those guys. It's going to be such a good weekend.
I'm so pleased we're in this section here, with like knowing people and stuff already straight away.
Now let's look at the disaster zone.
I know.
Do you want to explain?
Look at this.
Do you want to explain first what happened?
So the fridge broke, and the fridge broke. It needed a new fuse and everything like that. So I've gone in there and jiggled around with it and sorted it all out. But Janine was uploading a YouTube video because we didn't know what the signal would be like here, which took forever. So I ran off to go and do that. Had to do the Sainsbury's shop on the way to get all the supplies, but couldn't get it into the fridge because the fridge was, anyway, this is the result of it.
Oh my god. It is really bad. This cutlery flew off when we went over bumps.
Yeah, it's bad.
And oh my gosh. Yeah. That looks like the end of a festival, not the beginning.
But we're well stocked.
Yeah.
Once we get all this stuff cold and it gets actually cold, then it's actually useful. Until then, it's not. So we've tidied up. Got changed. We had a lot to tidy up, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh my word! Fixed the fridge, stocked the fridge. Janine's had a power nap. It's just everything's going well now. She's now putting on her makeup. She's getting herself dolled up, and it's time to party, isn't it?
Yeah, well up for it.
Time to party. So first night of camp out. Here we go. This is what vegan camp out looks like.
Woo!
Yeah.
Look at those golden pods.
How are you so ripped? Because he's vegan.
Being vegan, obviously being vegan is what's done it.
Guess.
Thank you so much. Lovely.
Step up.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.